Okay, good morning from a beautiful sunny Hawke's Bay in New Zealand. For those that don't know, that Hawke's Bay is New Zealand. Okay, so I just want to sort of share a little bit. Now, for me personally, and there are many, many ways to do this. This is my path. This is what I do for me. This is not about anyone else. This is just about me and what I do for preparing myself, getting myself ready. Now, this is just so personal. Remember, this is not about anyone else. Now, normally I might use incense sticks or incense cones, but I also use smudge sticks. Now, these white sage sticks are all by a local grower here in New Zealand. So they're not Native American. So it's not Native American. It's a New Zealander, and she grows the white sage. So it's very local. It is something that we do ourselves here, and it's just about cleansing our space, cleansing ourselves, preparing for what I want to do for my day. Now, normally I would use sometimes I've got white, loose sage stick, loose sage, or I might have a resin, or I might have an incense stick in that, but I also have the smudge sticks as an alternative. And I just wave my hands, just to wave that over myself, and just cleansing myself, and just getting myself nice and calm and nice and relaxed, and prepared for the day, or for readings, or for whatever's going on in my life. It just allows me that cleanse, that peace, that feeling a whole lot better. Also cleansing my space, so only love and light enters. Only love and light enters. Now, I don't burn it heavily. This is just very light. Okay, and I'm just saying love and light enters here. Love and light enters here. Okay, love and light enters here. Love and light. Only love and light enters this space. So nice deep breath. And bring in that fresh cleansing air. You know, you want to have that cleanse for you. Now, if it's just for me doing my readings, okay, like I've been working with the Native American Oracle. But what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to choose one card for the theme. Let me just grab my glasses. Let's do one card for the theme of today. So what card am I going to focus on today? Oh, construction and building with the beaver. So it's all about being able to build or construct something. So what are they telling me? So let's use the Native American Tarot. What are they trying to tell me? We're talking about construction. Three of Pipes. Okay. Three of Pipes. This is about joint effort, working in a team. It's definitely about a journey. Helping others. Take a moment to sort of breathe and not think about yourself, but thinking about others as well as you build. Know that you're not alone. It's a joint effort to expand and grow. That's interesting. The Hermit, isolation. Okay. So know that I'm not alone. It's a team effort, and maybe that's connecting the spirits being the team effort, because it's talking about, with the Hermit here, is about that isolation, that sense of knowledge gained, wisdom gained from the situation. Ooh. With 20, with that resurrecting of true self, that sense of acting with discernment, not judgment. Don't be too harsh or too critical with the situation. I do feel like you just need to be a bit gentle. Okay. Okay, today's theme, it's interesting, was the pregnancy card as well. Okay, so we're talking about construction, building something, right? And so we've got that sense of, we know that we're not alone through this journey. I think we're going to construct something. And I'm getting a very spiritual vibe from that with the Hermit here. Getting that sense of knowing that you're not, you've got, you've got spirit behind you. I think there's a joint effort. I do feel like you've got people behind you. You've got people to support you as you build your wisdom, build your knowledge. Comes from resurrecting, acting with discernment here. I get very much about acting with discernment, not being too judgy with it, just allowing things to sort of flow naturally, allowing the process to happen, which is certainly important here, and to have that sense of nurturing that journey here, creating the stability, the foundations you need. Again, you get that moment of isolation, even though there is a joint effort, there are those behind you, and I think that comes from spirit. I get a very spiritual connection here coming through, because you've got this sort of isolation coming in here, feeling alone, feeling like, to act with discernment, not with judgment. I think that's very much about being with oneself. So that's a really interesting reading as we continue working with the Native American Oracle. Now that we've actually looked at that, let's have a look and see what the cards talk about as well. Okay, so we have this, there are choices that we do need to make. There are choices, and I think that's a lot to do with that spiritual, we've got a choice to connect with our guides or not. Okay, again, you've got that evolution, that growth, which is interesting with the pregnancy card coming up. Again, you've got the evolution and growth here. That's very important. It's about having that satisfaction within one's life, and I think that comes from acting with discernment, allowing yourself that connection, that knowledge and wisdom gained spiritually. I think you're knowing that you've got that fulfillment as you grow and expand in your journey. And it comes from the choices that you make in regards to the way that you build your life. We're talking about building. I'm not talking about physical building or any way. I feel it's very much about your spiritual journey. How you build your spiritual journey is really your choice. How you grow and expand. How you know that you have that support from your guide. How do you connect with your guide is going to be really important here. So, your guide could be your angels or your deity, your universal deity, your God, or whatever that is for you, okay? Because we're all different, and what works for one may not work for another, and that's really important to acknowledge. That's that integrity. That's that acting with discernment, even when you've got others who are isolated or doing their own thing with their own beliefs, their own faith, their own wisdom and knowledge that they gain, as they build their own journey, their own path with their own beliefs. And, it's important, to find their own fulfillment and satisfaction in life. Their contentment comes from within themselves. And you've got to I get that sense of just, it's okay. We don't have to act with judgment when other people believe things that are very different from ourselves. It's okay for people to have different paths. It's how they choose to use it. That's what. It's when they choose to be angry or violent, or when they choose to say nasty things about people, or when they say things about people they don't know really well, they're just on the surface, or they make up stuff. That's when it gets hurtful and gets, not so good. That's when you can sort of get, okay, that person behaved badly. That's their behaviour. But it doesn't mean that you have to behave badly as well. Okay, that's really important here. I'm getting that sense of just, act with discernment, think about yourself, think about your journey and what you're doing. That's super important here, to have that sense of what are you doing and your choices. You can choose how you choose to behave, how you choose to grow and develop, and to have that fulfillment in your life. You can choose what you want to build on your path. What other people build in their journey is their choice, okay? But it's how they choose to build, which may affect you in some way. It depends on how they react to the situation. And it's you going, hey, wait a minute. I choose to build my journey to have my fulfillment this way. Ooh, I get a bit deep, I know. Okay, so that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care and blessed be.